Hello, and welcome to the first episode of my first Let's Play of Vintage Story here on my channel. We're going to go ahead and create a new single-player world. And I'm just going to go ahead and call it my Let's Play world. This is going to be standard, so a default survival experience for Vintage Story, balanced exploration, building, and survival. So, no permadeath, thankfully. Alright, let's go ahead and create a new world. Almost there. There we go. Okay, perfect. I'm just going to go ahead and keep this appearance. So let's go ahead and just confirm that. And we're also going to be sticking with the commoner class. All right, so here is our world. And it looks like we have what looks like a desert biome over there. It looks like we have some pretty decent ruins over there too. All right, awesome. Well, first things first. So Vintage Story is my understanding is that it is a sort of based off of the Terra Firmacraft mod for Minecraft, but it then went on to become its own thing. I'm gonna look up the history for that to confirm whether or not it's right for the next episode, because I don't want to get that information wrong. But regardless, it's absolutely expanded into its own thing, without any doubt. And I find it a really enjoyable experience, and it definitely holds on to that sort of early game Minecraft feeling. So I'm going to go ahead and get us on to the mainland here and get started. So our initial priorities here are to get some basic materials for making our first couple of tools. It's also going to be getting us a shelter and hopefully a bed so we can sleep through the night. I find that in the early game for Vintage Story, it's a lot harder to be productive during the nighttime in the beginning, because you probably don't have the tools to start mining at night. So what we will be doing is trying to get a bed as quickly as possible. Just going to get a couple more sticks. Okay, alright. Alright, let's go ahead and start by making our first couple of stone tools. So let's start with an axe, so we can start getting some trees cut down and some firewood. Perfect, okay, and then the other thing we're going to need is we're going to need a couple of knives, so we can start gathering up some fibers, which is also going to be probably where we're going to get our initial source of food here. Let's go ahead and finish this up. Awesome, okay. So let's go ahead and make X. Of knives. Alright. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and start looking for some reeds, and we'll take a peek at these pretty awesome ruins. I think this is one of the most complete ruins I've ever actually seen in this game before. We could very easily finish this into a building for our shelter, so I think this takes care of our shelter for the most part. Yeah, this'll work for sure. We'll just need to add a roof to it. We'll need to see if there's anything still intact inside. Now let's go ahead and find some reeds so we can have something to make our first bits of additional storage and our and something to eat. Let's see. Alright, perfect. Here we go. Oh, unfortunately, the mouse that I'm using for this is dying, so kind of doesn't really hold the button down very well. Alright, once we've gathered up some of these, we're going to go ahead and make our first basket. I think we can go ahead and do with our first... I think we need more of these. Let's go ahead and open up the recipe book. Hand basket, okay, we need 12. Okay, so let's keep going. Right. So we're at 8. So we have enough for our first basket. So let's go ahead and grab that. Awesome. We now have 3 inventory slots for our name. Oh, come on now. There we go. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and just keep gathering up more until we can get to our next basket. So I find the real bottleneck in this game, aside from a source of food, is going to be storage. It has a tendency to hold up a lot of other things. Okay. Okay, just need one more for our second basket. Awesome, okay. Come on now. Go. Perfect, okay. And we got 20 of these now, so that'll be a good starting amount of food. Let's go ahead and cut down our first couple of trees here. I say tree, this is more like a glorified shrub. So this is a bit different from the first sort of actual game of this that I played. It's a pretty different biome. Has some more terrain elevation variation. Perfect, okay. Alright, now that we've gotten some of our basic supplies, let's go ahead and see what's inside of this tower and make an entrance for ourselves. Let's see, is there a way in here? Okay, I think what we're going to have to do is we're just going to have to kind of brute force ourselves an entrance, unfortunately. But we can always make a proper doorway later where we can actually... Oh, I guess it does actually break pretty well. Okay, good to know. So I'm still learning about this game, obviously. But at least we don't have to have a too bad of an entryway here. No, I don't see any... Oh, we got some bony soil right there. I'm not sure what that is. Let's see if there's anything at the top of this tower. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and break this open. Okay, what do we get? Got 8 flax grain. Okay. Well, if we had a bucket and a quern, then we could go ahead and grind this into bread, but at least this is going to last us for a pretty long time, even outside of storage. So, um, so yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and just clear the floor here. And we'll go ahead and do that by just taking up a lot of this grass. There's our first tool breakage. Now, hopefully the fact that there are some holes in here will not negatively affect us. Well, let's go ahead and build our fire right here. Chop some of this into wood. Perfect, okay. Perfect, I'm just going to stack up our extra stuff right there, and I hear something outside. We'll go check out what that is here in a second. But first things first, we need to light this fire. Let's go ahead and make a fire starter. Perfect. So now that we got our fire going, we're going to go ahead and cook up these cattail roots, so we have something to eat. And I'm going to quickly check out what that noise was outside. There are definitely one of those creatures that come out at night around us. I do not like it. But there's nothing I can do about it right now. It's very likely that there is a cave. Fine. What is that noise? Oh, there's a little creature over there. I'm not really sure what it is. It's distance, but there it is. Go ahead and just clear this away. And eventually what I'd like to do is put like a proper thatch roof on there. It'd look a little bit less like a ruin and more like a home, but we'll get to there when we get there. But where do I want the entryway? I like the idea of the entryway being out here. So let's go ahead and fix this up a little. Just make it a little more like home. Okay. Now I need to remind myself what exactly I need for a door. Rough wooden door. It's going to require some sticks and some logs. Easy enough. We're going to need some more sticks, though. But let's go ahead and get enough grass to get our bed, at least. Just so we don't have to deal with it being nighttime. Let's check on this. It's still cooking pretty good. Just going to go ahead and give it a helping hand here, because I don't want the fire to go out in between cooking all of these. Is this? Okay, yeah, it is working. Okay. Let's go ahead and make our bed. So first, set this up. A bed. Need 3 hay. Just going to require that much. Okay. There's our bed. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and stash it here in the corner for now. It's a little weird that I can just pick up this stone so easy with my bare hands, but I'm not going to complain. Yeah, that'll do. We'll just make this a nice sheer floor. Okay, that'll do for now. Alright, let's go ahead and grab some more sticks. And I'll do that, I think, just by cutting down one of these bigger trees over here. That explains why I can hear those things. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's some ore right there. We're not in a position to deal with those two right now, so we're going to leave them be until we're ready. But guaranteed they'll be giving us a visit when it gets dark. We have some more friends in the neighborhood. Alright, let's get this door made. I'm going to put this slab there like that. Looks nice with the doorway. Okay, let's go ahead and this. Okay, and with our doorway down, I'm going to go ahead and call the end of this episode. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you very much, and if you'd like to see more, go ahead and leave a like, and let me know in the comments if you have any feedback or suggestions. Thanks.